What is this? Here's a way for you to do gaming and politics. It's only 10 minutes. Breaking news. I made a new game. The New York Times Simulator. Since select the news, edit the headlines, gain the approval of powerful friends, add a few subscribers. Free for browser, 10 minutes. Wait, what? The New York Times Simulator is literally ripped from the headlines in that it uses mostly real titles and even actual edits from the New York Times and other mainstream media. Originally, I wanted to make parody headlines, but I couldn't come up with anything more contrived. The indie connoisseurs will recognize the similarities with Ducope's The Republia Times. The New York Times Sim is basically the remake that replaces totalitarian censorship with a propaganda model of Western corporate media as described in Manufacturing Consent. Oh my God, this is so fucking nerdy. Jesus Christ. How fucking nerdy can one get? The New York Times Simulator is a digital parody. It is intended solely for the purpose of education and social commentary. This game, site, and the creators of them are in no way affiliated with the New York Times Company. The New York Times logo is trademark of the New York Times Company with rights reserved to them. It looks like you're trying to become the editor-in-chief of the newspaper Record. Let me help you. The current news will appear here. Drag and drop this one on the page to publish it. Climate. Making a case for capitalism. Some news will affect the approval of these interest groups. They are our key partners. Don't make them upset. The police, Israel, the rich. What the fuck? Okay. Police reform is necessary, but how do we do it? Before publishing an article, you may be able to edit its headline to frame it differently. Click on the edit button. Different headlines will make the article more or less favorable to our partners. Starvation is stalking Gaza's children. Israel is starving Gaza's children. Starvation is stalking Gaza's children. The effects of an article are multiplied if they are placed above the fold. Top news 3x, sidebar 2x. Majority of Biden's voters say he's too old to be effective. The Biden problem Democrats can no longer ignore. The question of Joe Biden's age may be a matter of style. Majority of Biden's voters say he's too old to be effective. The question of Joe Biden's age may be a matter of style. Articles with clear, specific, and urgent headlines are more likely to attract new readers. NYPD unveils RoboCop battled. NYPD unveils 12,500 robot. Privacy advocates are terrified. Wait, what? Oh! His business, hiring and managing dogs to chase geese. All news gets old. The appeal of an article gradually diminishes when the counter is under 50%. Fuck! To bring new readers, keep our homepage fresh and diversified and compelling. It's so fast. For Palestinians, the future is being bulldozed. No. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is just too complex to comprehend. Oh, God. We're keeping Israel so happy. That's all you need to know. Try to reach 10 million readers before the end of the test, and don't get fired. Israel's illegal settlement plans face global condemnation. No. Israel approves plan for 3,400 new homes in West Bank settlements. Neuroscientist weighs in on Biden's cognitive abilities. Why are we so obsessed with Biden's age? How to defund the police when violence is rising? Sites circle the answers. Record gun sales, fentanyl, and pandemic. What's driving the recent spike in gun violence? How U.S. cities are preparing for a potential bloody summer of gun violence. Wait, did this story die? Gaza health officials say they lost the ability to count dead as hospitals are attacked. The decline of deaths in Gaza. That's a real one. That's literally a real story. Israel's using starvation as a weapon of war. A Ramadan of sadness as war-weary Gazans go hungry. The daily hunt for food in Gaza. Okay, Ramadan sadness. When the breakup ruins your favorite restaurant. Screams without words. How Hamas weaponized sexual violence on October 7th. Sexual violence may have occurred on October 7th according to IDF. That's definitely that one. Half the police force quit. Crime dropped. As applications fall, police departments lure recruit with bonuses and attention. Oh, Private dinner party clothing not allowed. Consumers under strain from inflation. Wages grow steadily, defying Fed hopes to fight inflation. Voters backed Black Lives Matter, oppose defunding police. Is defunding the police a luxury belief? Yes, that's a good one. Dude, I'm making everybody so happy. Okay, greedflation is a nonsense idea. Greedflation is real and probably good for the economy. How greedflation contributes to higher consumer costs and job losses. Yeah, greedflation is real and probably good for the economy. Yes! Private dinner party, clothing not allowed. No justice, no peace. Black liberation movements today. Buildings matter, too. Yes! Mayor says migrant crisis will destroy New York City. Migrant crime wave not supported by data despite high-profile cases. Okay, that definitely. NYPD unveils new high-tech devices, including robotic dogs. NYC police robots. Advocates raise privacy. Nope, not that one. A Birkin bag in the box is worth a lifetime of debt. Shoplifting epidemic. Retail workers increasingly fear for their safety. Retail theft rises in New York City. Small business owners are paying the price. Hell yeah, baby. Yes, Greenland's ice is melting, but Greenland's ice sheet is melting, turning the country green again. How high could the Dow go to make capitalism work, give workers ownership? Fuck no. COVID causes long-lasting damage to cognition and memory, research finds. How to think about rising COVID cases. COVID continues to rise, but experts remain optimistic. There you go. U.S. arms exports hit record high. Biden admin quietly approves arms sales to Israel while claiming conservative civilians in Gaza. Yeah, no, with that one. Israeli police clash with Palestinian stone throwers for hours. Israeli-Palestinian clashes erupt in Jerusalem as holidays converge. That's what I'm talking about. Frustration mounts over black men having fatal encounters with police officers. Fatal police shootings of unarmed black people reveal troubling pattern. Oh no! No, the police are mad. Beyond catastrophe, a new climate reality is coming. Chicago City Council votes for call for ceasefire. Chicago votes for Hamas! UN Climate Summit strikes deal to transition away from fossil fuels. UN Climate Summit deal does the bare minimum as the world warns. What? I don't know. Several people shot in Brooklyn subway. Shooting subway station heightens simmering fears about public safety. Beyond catastrophe, new climate realities come into view. Climate pledges are falling short and a chaotic future looks more like reality. Dude, is this still a tutorial? What the fuck? Lube, that's too chic for the sock drawer. Virginia restricts rights to transgender students. West Virginia bill could ban all transgender people from schools. Virginia reverses school protections for transgender students. There we go. Homeless man sleeps in the lobby of my apartment building. What should I do? A year after climate protests, the toll rises for museums and activists. Climate protesters march on New York. Here are the top 5 most disruptive climate protests of 2023. After a year of climate protests, the toll rises for museums and activists. That's a better one. Why are grapes suddenly everywhere? On the world's largest cruise ship, thrills in space to chill. Democrats face pressure on crime from a new front, their base. As murders surge, Democrats find a message. New message, fund the police. Anti-Zionists deserve free speech. The BDS threat. The middle class of women of Iran are disappearing. How sanctions hurt Iranian women. Okay, that's... How to navigate the current therapist shortage. Oh God, I'm losing viewers. How to navigate the current therapist shortage. Man killed by vigilante protest calls for charges to grow as New York Times has to help. Man killed by vigilantes remembered as an entertainer sheltered by his mother's murder, shattered by his... Why Gucci's new creative counts. Princess Diana amongst his muses. Fury clashes erupt between police and protesters. Retreat or deploy. Nation's police try to... There we go. Another Gaza aid convoy ends in violence with at least 20 killed. Israel attacks... Nope. Another Gaza aid convoy. That's an easy one. Bitcoin isn't going to change. I spoke to experts. Bitcoin mining is a tax on our electrical grid. Okay. New looking cocktails, layers and stripes. New York Times records shed light on misconduct. New York Times dance team walks in, feels it too. How short is too short for men's pants? Jeff Bezos, the New York Coro, is finally ready to set sail. 4 fragile lives found ended in evacuated Gaza hospital. Premature babies found dead, decomposing. Found dead, yeah. The secret IRS files. Trove of records reveal how the wealthiest avoid income tax. Why billionaires pay so little tax? Taxing the wealthy sounds easy. It's not. Gender transition in school spurs debate over whether parents are told. Parents in schools clash over gender identity. How defund the police failed. Beyond defund, a complete guide to police reform. Calls for transforming police run into realities of governing. Yep. Officer shoots motorist who dies in a crowd confronts the police. Tensions rise after lethal officer involved shooting. Police crack down on protests after officer... Nope. Deadly strike at southern Gaza area where many are sheltering. Solar energy manufacturing is booming thanks to Biden's clean energy transition. As hungry Gazans crowd... Look at the feedback. I wish everyone was informed as I am. Israel's war on journalists. Gaza journalist targets the casualties of Israel's war. Israel military accused of targeting journalists and their families. Israel's war on journalists. The Treasure America scavenges from the poor as hungry Gazans. I'm not even covering that. Kill that story. 6 Atlanta police officers charged in forceful arrest of college students. The Treasure America scavenges from the poor. The exceptionally American experience of selling my plasma. IDF says Hamas killed and decapitated babies at Israeli kibbutz. Yeah, that one's a good one. You gotta do that. Complete madness. Israel blocks food aid as more Gaza start. 3 reasons why more aid isn't getting to Gazans. How well do you know Paris and its literary landmarks? 30,000 Palestinians killed in Gaza. Lives ended in Gaza. Yep. Walgreens to close 5 stores in San Francisco, citing organized shoplifting. What's the status of flaunting your status? Amazon workers defeat Union Drive at Alabama warehouse. Amazon defeats Union Drive. Amazon workers defeat Union Drive. That's better. Private firms are key to a greener planet. I like that. Play it as is. How Gaza's hospitals became battlegrounds. Destroying Gaza's healthcare system is a war crime. Gaza City hospitals are caught in a deadly crossfire. They pause puberty, but is there a cost? Doctors... Is this fun for you? Yes. And you increased the readership with a total of 7,624,000 subscribers. You were officially pre-selected for our editor-in-chief position. Visit our career page to apply. Dude, am I fucking cracked at that or what? I applied to be a New York Times intern on Indeed.com and they had me do this game as an assessment. I was going for 1 million readers. I got 7 million readers in the tutorial. That's your real life skill you gain from streaming. It seems like I can be the editor-in-chief of the New York Times so fast. No, I didn't get 700K. I got 7 million, it said. I thought 700K. No, didn't it say 7 million? Yeah, it was 70,000. Or, I mean, it was 7,000K, not 700K, chat. I went from 5 mil to 7 mil. I'm shocked that they don't have anti-China articles on this, though. Yeah, 7,000K is 7 million. So the game is trying to be like what the New York Times will be like? No, the game is literally... The game itself is straight up basically taking the game itself is basically taking real New York Times articles and real New York Times edits. Those were real headlines, like screams without violence and stuff. Good avo, mate. Australia misses you. Yeah. Buildings matter. Philadelphia newspaper editor resigns after headline sparks uproar. That's like all of those headlines were real. Not all of them were New York Times headlines, though. So, like the Washington Post one was, or not Washington Post. The Chicago votes for Hamas was Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, there's no shot Baldy plays this. Yeah, probably not. I just added them, but every single one of those article headlines was real. When did Wall Street Journal say that? What the fuck? When Chicago voted for Hamas. Yeah. It's real. Chicago was like, we love Hamas. We're voting for it.